Oh, we're back. Huh? We are back. Hello. I am your host, JustLatasha, and you are joining me for a live dissection right here on patreon.com/JustLatasha. Now, I'm so happy to have you. If you are on Patreon, if you're watching this live show right now, that means you are a patron. For just $5. You can access this show, be in the chat, dissect with me. Patreon.com/JustLatasha. I am also on Instagram at JustLatasha, and I'm also on Twitter at JustLatasha404. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you to everyone on the rewatch. If you are watching this on general access on YouTube, it's the JustLatasha channel. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up, you like, you subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you guys know when the video goes up. We're off to a slow start today. I was like, is my video up? Did I post the right link? Did something happen? Slow start today, but look, strong and mighty we are. Strong and mighty. P-Valley has been such an enjoyable show. It is done with depth and consideration and intention and purpose, and it's speaking to such grand human themes that I really appreciate, because there's a lot of vapid TV on, and P-Valley per episode gets deeper. It's a sharp show. It's a sharp show. So I'm happy to dissect it. I'm happy to talk about the show. Let's see who we got here. If any more people have joined. Oh, I was like, we small and mighty. Where's everybody at? But I know it's the first of the month. The new Patreon resets. So I was like, let me see what's going on. It's up to Damien. First comment in the chat. Hello. Yes. Let's start off this way. Throw some hearts up in the chat. Hello, Jem. Yeah. What's up, CJ? Shell said, I'm on time for once. Who didn't think that? Who said that? I'm so ready. Can't believe murder, a whole murderer. Oh, Thomas said that. Well, we have so much to discuss. So I want to jump right in. Don't want to waste any more time. Hope my sound is okay. I believe it is. So on Patreon, every month, you guys are going to get a downloadable gift. Starting at the $15 tier, you guys will get a downloadable gift. I am releasing that gift this Wednesday. And what is the gift? What's in the box? I am making a downloadable visual dissection. You guys will have a huge PDF document dissecting a full movie. This month is Parasite. I'm going to decide what I'm going to visually dissect next month. There's a sneak peek already on this Patreon page. So if you guys become a Patreon at that tier, you will have a full book filled with movie stills and a full visual dissection, so you guys can have that in your hands for the rest of your life. And it took me a long goddamn time to make it. Okay, I'm really proud of it. It's good. It's really good, if I do say so myself. Now, P-Valley. Let's start with the color theory. So as we opened up on season 2, episode 1, Andre, who is now running for Chucalissa, mayor of Chucalissa, Mississippi, who just 2 months ago, he was sitting down dirty in his drawers, not doing nothing for his woman, who carried him hand to foot. But now he's pulling bands to be mayor of this city. The fires, I would start. Arson. It's giving arson. Okay, but what Andre said, season 2, episode 1, set the color theory, and it is thus. There is an unresolved tension between who we are, yellow, who we say we are, little lie, little hidden agenda, hidden identity. Thank you. My eyes are sensitive. I cannot look at this ring light. There's an unresolved tension between who we are, yellow, truth, who we say we are, blue, and who we want to be. That little in between, right? And tonight we are talking about that very thing, that transition of the in between who we are and who we say we are. And when you combine the colors of yellow, truth, who you are, with who you say you are, not quite there yet. Little agenda unsaid, blue, you get the color green. And so that really starts to communicate, especially with Sunday night's episode. We'll take a look at that transition. There's also the color pairing of black and white as we are talking about the theme of death this season. So life is represented by the color black and death is represented by the color white. Green, of course, will be very much that transition between the blue and the yellow. But when you're talking about strippers and dancers, of course, you're talking about money. And because these characters are so specifically going through a transition, we are talking about new beginnings, new journey, new life. Green. Pink is often the status quo of the pink and Uncle Clifford's house rules, right? It's setting the tone for where we at and what the rules are. And then we have red, which is danger, pain, wound, caution, stop. But it can also represent power and love and passion, which definitely jumps out in one of the scenes coming up very shortly. But let's start with our opening image. Let's start with the very first image they showed us. Not, I don't have it. Give me a second. I swear this thing be deleting stuff. I swear to God. Here we go. Opening image. Mercedes on the pole with blue, who she says she is, with an agenda, and white, a death color. So let's talk through what that can actually mean, right? First of all, she is getting something up in there. And blue, who she wants to be white, something hidden from death is a language we're just trying to put together here. So she's having a transition towards her truth, finding a secret of some sort. And when Uncle Clifford enters the scene to comfort her, he's failing on this pole and she can't hold herself up. She says, niggas come to see you fall, not fly. Niggas come to see you fall, not fly. How many people show up for you when you're living versus how many people come to your funeral? In droves. All of a sudden speaking good on your name. How many people? And the last bit that Uncle Clifford leaves Mercedes with is that injury ain't in your shoulder, it's in your head. When you walk into rooms defeated already. When you walk into rooms already a loser before you give yourself a chance to win. Tiffany, who we were rooting for. That injury is not in your shoulder, it's in your head. So I really wanted to get here to this beautiful scene because who is you, Chiron? Who is you? Opening up with his name emboldened on the back of his head, Murda. Who is you? Because in the very last episode, in the very last dissection, Lil Murda had to question his identity. You Cisco? Are you Lamarcus? Or are you Little Murda? You Uncle Clifford's love? Big Teek's love? Who is you, Chiron? Right? But we open up, no more colors in the hair. No more of that is black. The visual color of life, it is black. But what also, I believe Katori here says, the creator, writer, P Valley says, Lil Murda has shedded his blonde and green cut, going back to black with his name emblazoned in his hair like graffiti. This hair choice articulates something more profound. The deep, dark hue shows us Murda is a man in mourning because what do you wear to funerals? You wear black. But there's a lot of visual inversions. There are a lot of visual inversions with P Valley. So even though we are definitely heading to Big Teek's funeral, we wear black. It's symbolic of life. Let's dive deeper into that, right? Because we have here the lighting even on Little Murda, splitting him from black and white, life and death, even in the mirror, as these two are not admitting the truths. Where you been? I don't know. Little Murda in the white light, Uncle Clifford in the dark. We are having a conversation. This is Murda's transition between his two loves, right? He has a love in life, Uncle Clifford, and he has a love in death, Big Teak. You got a lot of secrets, Lamarcus. How interesting, as Uncle Clifford is putting Lil Murda's name on his head, that she only calls Lil Murda Lamarcus, his real name, when they getting caught up in some untruth, some little lies, some dishonesty, right? We see here that their relationship is in transition because, quiet as it's kept, not a gun in the room, but they taking shots, Lord. They are shooting at each other emotionally. Where you been? Use protection, you clean, you gonna tell the truth? Who ain't telling the truth? Oh, you know that part where you about to get real soft and vulnerable with your person, but you scared? You so scared. So y'all start, y'all go into that little fake ass war. What's up? What's up? What's up? Like, calm, baby. It's just love. Calm. We see Uncle Clifford. She was dressed down in red and black, but she was dressed down in red because how are these two people trying to love each other through such a deep, profound pain and wound as grief? We are quite literally looking at the transition between love and war. And I just wonder, where will they land? Where will they land? I definitely didn't think that was just a stage name. I knew Murda was about that life, but I thought he was going to shoot old boy in the leg, not kill him. Look, if it's tit for tat like that, you gotta go all the way. You gotta go all the way because that warning shot is just going to elevate the price on your head. So you gotta like dead it fast. You gotta dead it fast. I remember I was working in a club and I asked one of the security guards. We was becoming real good friends. I was like, "Yo, such and such is bothering me. What's up?" He's like, "Well, you gotta kill him." And he said it so plain. It's like, beat him up. You gotta kill him. Never mind. Call it off. I can actually deal with it. Let's everybody not worry about a thing. I cannot have that on my hands. Like I can't have that little 7 pounds that Mercedes carrying. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Kind of like when your parent or guardian calls you by your full government name when you acting up, or that there's something that they sense. Yes. Yes. I was rolling eyes so damn hard, like, come on, stop it, Lamarcus. Stop it, Lamarcus. mm, mm, mm. I want to sit on it, baby. We got a lot to talk about. Let's just move on. This scene was really moving. This scene was really moving. Let's talk about what we're talking about. Let's take a look. Please also bring your attention to the picture and the water glass because we're going to talk about this, right? We have Haley and Keyshawn meeting up about Keyshawn's plan to get out free from her abusive relationship. Both women are in purple, and a lovely and kind waitress is using a yellow pitcher to pour into a red glass. Let's break that all the way down because Ernestine says something the last time we saw her, and she said, if you can't get to the water, bring the water to me. Hello? If you can't get to the water, bring the water to me. So we have two mothers, one who has lost a child in a flood, and one who's trying to save herself and her two children. And so as this waitress is pouring the water, and we do this when we want to pray over somebody too. This is a ritual. You pour water, ashe, you bind it in spirit. So you have this water acting as the bridge between the two women ushered by death, the death of a child. Because Keyshawn, your baby's getting close. You was getting close for a second when you was gone, right? This yellow picture, the truth of who you are. Haley being open and honest about her past to Keyshawn, trying to help her to see the future. Like, this is what it could lead to. Red cup, caution, caution, stop, stop, stop. Literally, Haley trying to pour into Keyshawn's wound. These two women wearing purple, the combination of blue, who you say you are, and red, wound, pain, stop. So we have Haley trying to be a savior while using her pain. And we have Keyshawn trying to be saved from the wound. Even on the flip side, I don't think I have it here, but Haley has a black Hermes bag and a white coffee mug, the white and black symbolizing the conversation between life and death. As Keyshawn notes, your name ain't real, Blue. Your name, I looked it up, is Haley Colton, which is the name of Haley's daughter, her deceased daughter. So you have a deceased daughter, white, and an alive mother, but using the same name to bridge the communication to Keyshawn, get out. Get out. So how she's using the history of her child's death to bring life to another mother. Hello? Hello? These is bloody shoes. Cinderella is dead. These is bloody shoes. Cinderella is dead. Gone. Done. The shoe no longer fits. There's been a transition. The shoe no longer fits. Question: who is you, Chiron? Who is you, Andre? Who is you, Chiron? Ooh, one is having a conversation between life and death, and one got a big old red cross looking like the damn devil. Patrice Woodbine gives me the chills. It's something about an old evil, nasty pastor, an old nasty, devilish older woman using the name of God, life, and the Savior, the everlasting life, to bring death and lies and deceit. Scary, scary. Let's take a look at what's going on. Andre versus Pastor Woodbine. We have Andre in black and white trying to live up to the deceased Mayor Tydell's legacy, a dead man. Or is he the son of a murderer? And we see that by all of these stripes, he is bound, trapped, encaged, imprisoned between that conversation of his identity. We have Pastor Woodbine, her color over. So for Andre, his overwhelming color is white, death. But for Woodbine is black, freeing herself, living in the light of her shame, or being unashamed, but letting what should be shame breathe. She gave life to her past. It's off her back. No worries. The people know I'm real. But you're still lying. You're still lying, and I know you is. Right? Which is why we see both of their images projected through a television. This is a projected image. Even though one is being outed as a liar and one is claiming to be real and truthful, they both ain't. They both not truthful, right? Projected images of identity. Because Pastor Woodbine, she want that casino, and Chuck Elise is going to have to deal. She want that casino, okay? Maine is too fine. I find it physically painful to have my back not cracked. Harpo, who is this fine man? I was shook when he came into frame. Excuse. Ooh, Jam. Lil Murda has been a double death doula. Haley is being a life giver doula, trying to usher Keyshawn into life away from impending harm and death for her and her babies. Y'all been calling Murda a doula for a while. Y'all been calling Murda a doula for a while. And I like it. I really actually like it because he's one of the most intriguing characters we have seen. What up, Sage? It's so annoying how funny Patrice is. I don't want to laugh, but what up, Mara? Hey, I'm here. I'm working. The fact that Andre acted as though someone couldn't dig up that info. Dig up that info on him at any moment. Come on. What's up, Barty? Mercedes is a stronger woman than me because I would have cracked my egg, scrambled to fertilize. Which is it? Sitting on that motorcycle. I got something I want to ride, all right. I just want to wrap my legs around that motorcycle. I just want to sit on top of that motorcycle. I just want to go over the speed bumps on that motorcycle. I just want to sit on the back mitochondrial. I can't with this word, Jump. I can't. Mitochondrial Woodbine is actually using the self-aware truth of her past as a good smokescreen to allow her other scheming to occur right under folks' noses. It's giving duplicities. It's giving gaslighting, which is how you niggas talk. What? I'm telling the truth. I'm being honest. Try being honest about the right thing. You don't get me started. We don't have the time. Let's see where we're gonna go from here. Let's talk about death. Let's talk about death. And the creator of P-Valley, Katori Hall, tweets, Little Murda suspicions are soon validated when Wody confesses to killing Rome. We're all God, we all the devil too. This is the overriding thesis of the series, as each character has the potential for good, evil, light, dark, sometimes in equal measure. We are talking transitions, we are talking balance, we are talking duality. That's the whole theme. So let's take a look at what these men are up to in the night. Because amongst the dead, in the dark, the truths come to light. Murda in yellow, honesty, true identity, sees Wody's truth. He killed Rome. Wody, the handler of death, sees Murda. You and Teague had a thing going on. You and Teague had a thing going on. This video. So Rome, who's dead, may have given Murda's secret life, and Wody, living, is trying to dead it. We have some inversions going on, and I love those. The series is top notch at those inversions going on, right? Wody, the handler of death. I want to take it a step further. Wody says, we all God, we all the devil too. This language of the transition, the being all, the being nothing, the life, the death, the good, the evil, the dark, the light. And Murda says, Wody, why me? I have a theory, because we've been trying to guess Wody's position for a minute now. And I have a theory. Is Wody God? Here's why, okay? Here's why, thematically. Murda says, Wody, why me? Now, when we was having Teague's big last day, it was Teague, the devil, symbolically, the devil engaging the savior, aka Christ, the light, the life, in Lil Murda. So if the savior is overlooking the devil who died, who is the giver of life? Why me? Sounded to me like Christ asking the Father, why hast thou forsaken me? To which the answer is, why not you? Because Wody be quiet, but he handles everything because he got you. Very much take the wheel. Like, Wody, like the overseer, the omnipresent, the visible when you look, but invisible when you're not paying attention, in the background, all seeing. It's giving God. Because you know what? When I started this series and I was on some fuck Wody, sometimes when you getting your ass beat in life, you be like, God, why me? Shit, lighten up. Like, fuck. Like, lighten up. And God orders life just the same as God orders death in his hands. Symbolically, I think we are looking at God, Jesus, and the devil. Symbolically, the fallen angel, the devil. That's my one and only hot take tonight. We got guardian angel. This thing could be getting 50-50 votes. People like, please. And it's passing this question of life from Ernestine, who asked, why hast thou forsaken me, to Dula Lil Murda? To Murda asking this question now to Wody. Transference of spiritual questioning. It's giving Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. It's giving Father and Son. A little transference of spirit. I like it. Why me? Why not you? And if I could tell y'all something right now, that's life. That's balance. Sometimes you rise, sometimes you fall, sometimes you up, sometimes you down. That's balance. Why not you? You ain't special. Okay? You ain't special. I really wanted to go here because something I feel magical happened in this whole sequence with Uncle Clifford, Haley, Mercedes, Keyshawn, and then you got the little Devilment twins. I ain't gonna say Doublemint, I'm gonna say Devilment twins. It's a lot of inversions, a lot of oppositions. Let's see what we got. We have Clifford, Uncle Clifford versus Haley. Will the pink stay alive? Uncle Clifford in black and white. Will Ernestine stay alive? Mercedes versus Keyshawn. Who will rise? Who will fall? And this open it of the pink. Mercedes in black, bound by 7 pounds as she's low. Keyshawn in white, attempting to free herself from that 7.5 shoe, standing tall. We got the new girls versus the OGs. Do they have choices? Will the new girls free themselves from the pink, or are they naively staring into their future? All of that happened in that one, and then like them 2 scenes. That pair and that compare and contrast, all of that they set up. It was juicy. It was good. I thought it was incredible. I was like, there's so much at work. There is so much at work. But while we were talking about transition, I wanted to talk about Uncle Clifford's mother. She is going through it. She is going through a lot. Your man acting up. He don't know how to vogue. You don't know if he leaving, where he going. You just did his hair. He not even tell you where he at. Like, you acting up, Uncle Clifford. I feel you, babe. Let's talk about this, because Uncle Clifford's transition, if you guys noticed when she was at the pink, her lipstick on the top lip was like green, yellow, because she's fighting for the transition of her family legacy. She's fighting for the truth of her identity here at the pink, versus her bottom lip was purple as she's going through this pain with her new love with Lil Murda. We also have Ernestine facing the transition of life and death. And so we have all this green when Uncle Clifford's mother comes to visit in spirit. And and if you guys can see, the colors of Uncle Clifford's lipstick and the colors directly behind her mother are inverted. So the blue on the top and the green is on the bottom, and vice versa. So visually, it's stunning. Set that up real nice. You know what's funny? The image of Uncle Clifford's mother with the rear view mirror and the sky and the land, it's the same exact shot from Hereditary. But I'm not going to talk about Hereditary today. We don't have the time, but y'all know I'm a fanatic and I can talk about Hereditary for hours. TED Talk even. Okay, no prep. But we're not here about that. Let's talk about the water. Let's talk about transition. Let's talk about death, because she advises Uncle Clifford, don't fight the water. Let it wash all over you. Allow change, allow transition, allow rebirths, allow the cleansing, allow things to wash away. Let go. You're not going to lose your legacy and your family if this building don't stand. We already seen from the last scene in last episode when Uncle Clifford and Lil Murda slept together, all the colors of the pink, blue, and purple, all those colors were mixed right in that bedroom because this is a new home that they're building. They're doing all that stay over for a few days, little nesting, right? Even the colors, as Uncle Clifford is doing Lil Murda's hair, the pink and the blue and everything. This is home now. The building of the pink doesn't have to physically stand. You have a home wherever you are. So even Uncle Clifford's rule, hey, ain't no crying at the pink. Even that was a transition because we heard the original version in the car with her mother. When mom says the rule is bitches don't just cry, they get even, which over time can transition into no crying at the pink, which is how a lot of Black oral traditions and stories have gone on for generations. It changes a little over time. And to see that transition from the original rule, I thought was slick. Nice work. I thought it was very slick. Little chat before we get down to the funeral, guys. Little chat. Little chat. Not sure if this is being too deep. Where? Here on this channel? Never. But the majority of pink in the shape of boxes is behind Uncle Clifford and Haley, like Atlas with the earth. Gem, please. Give me more of that intellect. Give me more of that creativity. Feed me. Like Atlas with the earth, the burden fates of the pink on their backs, shoulders. And just for that, let's take another look. That was good, Gem. In their own coffins, even. Because somewhere is going to be an ending, possibly. In their own coffins, even, an ending. Gem, that was iconic. That was almost better than a motorcycle. I tell you that. I tell you that. Okay. Diamonds drawn on the floor tickle me when Keyshawn entered the room. You know where I died? When he smacked Big Bone's ass. I said, God damn! But yes, the love of his life returning. Also amazing. Also amazing. When you heard that ass smack, okay, you know what? I'm on a different. It's Maine's fault. Let me get back. Let's go down to the funeral. Let's say goodbye. So I hope y'all noticed while watching P Valley that this is the same exact image. Do y'all remember that long transition we talked about? Big Teek's final day alive, and he was looking for the light. He was looking for life in death. And as the sun shone on him, we had a long transition of Little Murda also being representative of the light. And now in death, it's the same exact transition. Give me a second, y'all. I forgot to go get my power cord. Oh my gosh. Give me 1 second. We're back. Let me see if I'm charged. I don't want this whole thing to die. Uh-oh, y'all. I think my computer's gonna die, you guys. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I don't know why this is not charging. Give me 1 second. Oh, nar. Oh, oh, nar. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. I think we're doing good. I think we're back. I think we're doing good. Okay, we made it. I was like, uh-oh. Got that little notification like, uh-uh. Okay. Let's get down to the funeral because so from Big Teak's last day to the last time we see Big Teak, the director uses long transition fadeaways where one crosses over the other, right? And we have right here where we're looking at the white versus the black, the inversion of life and death. Teak once finding light and life in Murda, and upon releasing Murda, finds light and life in death, a transition. We have Murda in black, both mourning and giving life. We have another inversion. While alive, Murda left Teak alone in the hole, and while dead, Murda joins him by leaving the lyrics, again providing light in the last hole he'll be in. Another symbolic of the physical darkness is Teak's final resting place, because all of his life he has been in that hole. So the biggest apology yet from Little Murda to Big Teak was that while you were alive, I left you in the hole in that jail for 15 years by yourself. I didn't even send you a postcard, but I'm joining you in that casket. I'm giving a piece of me to you in that casket. You'll never be alone again. Beautiful. 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 And there's been the biggest transition. And here's my second hot take. I thought I didn't have another one, but I have a second hot take. I think there was a spiritual transition. Because while alive, Murda gave Big Teak life, and in death, Big Teak is going to Big Teak is going to give Murda death. He passed on that anger, that rage, that death, that vengeful spirit that encompassed Big Teak. Every time we saw Teak, he was ready to pop off. He was ready to do the most, and Murda was the peacemaker. But in death, there was that spiritual transfer, that spiritual transition, which I thought was really slick because we have Teak, who has sort of always been transitioning in death over the episodes. He was the first to do that play dead during that game on tour. Then he physically slept in the hearse, and now he's taking his final ride in the hearse. So when Pico claims Teak's life, with the spiritual transition, Murda will claim that death. And if Murda joined Teak in death, Teak will join Murda in life. And even it was like this sort of chilling shot when Murda and the gang are all looking at each other, and they got Big Teak's face on them, and they're letting them know that Pico is out here wilding and claiming Teak's head, things like that. Teak from the t-shirt is staring right at Murda. What you gonna do? Go get him. Teak with the tatted shirt, but the angel wings is the one staring at Murda while they saying, "What you gonna do?" We had that spiritual transition. Oh, also the red bandana around Teak's head to literally conceal the wound. Oh, yes, like a bare spiritual possession, because we seen Montavious do it to Mercedes. We seen Keyshawn do it to Diamond. And now we see Teak do it to Murder. Oh, that spirit's coming with you. It's on you now. It's on you now. So him turning into that rage, don't worry, I got it from here. From that long transition to that rage, he picked it up. My God. Oh my God. Wow. You know, these girls earned their name tonight. They have earned their names tonight. Oh, we got into the truth of who they are, right? Whisper, who talks to the dead, and Roulette, who plays with it. No wonder y'all are besties. No wonder y'all, because Whisper communes with the dead. She feel real comfortable next to him. So somebody who sort of embodies it, toys with it, teases it, dances with death. Oh, y'all two peas in a pod. Oh, it makes sense now. And I also think Roulette handing Terrence's car to that white boy that liked her, that wasn't a gift. That wasn't a bag. That wasn't a come up. That was a curse. You passed on a curse. You passed on death. You passed on something wasn't the gift we made it out to be. Murder's transition. Murder's transition from the savior to the grim reaper, from the light to the dark, from the good to the evil, from the savior to the grim reaper, the bringer of death. Excuse me? Excuse me? What a transition. What a trend. Now look, Uncle Clifford, you so damn lucky, because this is what I be asking niggas to do. Go outside, kill a guy, and come home and give me love. What is it so hard? Is it hard? Is it difficult? Go out, get these niggas, and come home and give me love. And let's dance and be stupid and have fun and lay down. You niggas be the devil inside, outside, upside, downside. Like shit. It's not hard. Murder looking at his target, his kill shot, and says, "You ain't God." Because one thing about my God is honest. And you lied. You ain't God. So you want to claim to put a nigga to sleep without claiming his wake. What's up? Lil Murda becoming the murderer. Lil Murda becoming the murderer. Roulette was on one this episode. I was so worried how that scene would have gone. So glad it ended with Doechii instead. She's gonna get him done up. We're gonna have to go to another fume. She's gonna get him done up, caught up. Mm-hmm. Lil Murda dropped his cigarette really close to Pico's body. That was a huge mistake. Oh, a little DNA evidence. I didn't notice that. Go outside and kill a guy. And then come home and cook for me and my grandmother. I thought we was on the same. We're on the same page. Hey, Kiara, what up? I thought we was on the same page. Do I want a main? Do I want a main? I do. Well, you ever said in that heartbreak, I do, I do, I do. Let's get serious for a second. You guys are acting up tonight. Good Lord. Let's take a look. Because the injury ain't in your shoulder, it's in your head. Mercedes dressed in black, giving herself new life by admitting to death. So she's wearing black, but her dress is open on her heart and her chest with these white diamonds, because as she admits to death, as she gets it off of her chest, she gives herself new life. She was the one with blood on her hands that took Montavious' life. Now, we suspected, but it's actually confirmed here now on tonight. Mercedes was the one that pulled that trigger, hence the 7 pounds of pressure it takes to pull a trigger to kill a guy. Murdered and pulled that 7 to 8 times in one guy. It's not hard. So she had all this guilt manifesting. When we saw her in the beginning, silhouetted with the blue spotlight, what secret haunts her? What secret haunts her? What death haunts her? She was the one that pulled the trigger. Comes together right here with the confession as we now soften to a yellow light when she admits the truth. When she admits the truth. We also have Maine in blue and black, and it made me question, who does he want to be? What is his hidden identity that will set him free to life in his blue and black? Because he had so many options in this scene where he's about to run and go get whoever got Pico, or he's going to stay with Mercedes. Is he free? Is he bonded? Is he a killer, or is he a blessing? And it's something about you niggas when y'all want booty at the most devastating time. Like shit. And this is what I was saying with like Big T and Lil Murda. Big T crying his heart out. Lil Murda was like, want a little dick? Want a little dick? Come get a little dick. That'll make you feel better. Shove those feelings deep down inside. 8 inches even. shove them feelings deep. Lil Murda crying. Clifford said, ee. y'all want to slang big at the most inopportune times. What is that? Mercedes better than me. Oh, Sadie's better than me. It would have been panties on the ground. I'm about to go lay down. I'm about to go lay down. Because you know what? You right, man. You made a good point. Except you kind of gave me the ick when you said that Mercedes CDC. Nah, panties back up. I'm sorry. That was a terrible line. That was a terrible line, but she's devastated. So men, please take note. Because I gave y'all a ton of advice tonight. Men, take note. 1, go kill a guy and give me love back at home. And cook. That's advice number 1. Advice number 2, if you don't have what we are asking for, get up and leave. Maine made it so easy. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'm going to head out. Yes! You don't have what I'm looking for. Don't coerce. Don't manipulate. Don't lie. Don't scheme. Don't fiend. Don't pressure me into it. Don't put nothing in my drink. I said I'm looking for this and you don't have it. Get up and go and wish me well on your way. Hello? A man. And he was about to go kill a guy. Now I think he's going to go. But you see how he's about to give her love in the house first? This is what I'm talking about. Duality, balance. How do you get that monkey off your back? How you get them 7 pounds out your shoulder? How you get the guilt off your chest? Go be a blessing elsewhere. Balance. I think Mercedes is in search of forgiveness and salvation. I think Mercedes is in search of a savior. She has to put that somewhere. Mercedes has to put that somewhere. And so I think the characters tonight, much like Uncle Clifford, who we've visually and physically have seen be visited by death, I think all of the All of the characters tonight were visited by death. Mercedes, haunted by the guilt of Montavious. That's death visiting her. That's the water coming to her. Murder visits Teak, but Teak joins Murder in life via spirit. Death came to visit Murder. The water came to him. And of course, Uncle Clifford was visited by her mother as she preps for both the death of the Pink and Grandmother Ernestine. Symbolism, parallels, death drops, mic drops. Okay. CJ says, I'm thinking Mercedes probably wants someone who doesn't just want something from her, like Farrah and Maine. She's looking for more than a hookup. So as Mercedes is trying to mourn the death, she can finally turn into the help that her pregnant daughter, Terica, needs. Help usher in that life. Quickly, help usher in that life. I don't think so. I wouldn't want somebody that cost me 40 bands. Matter of fact, I would take Uncle Murda's mother's advice and go get a lick back. I stopped crying and go get even. You cost me 40 bands, easy bands, because you wanted to act up. Want you? Oh, I want you. I want you dead. Takati do, because I don't know the man on the motorcycle. Was so sweet and tender with Mercedes, which I really liked. He honored her when she rebuffed his advances. Hands off, got up, and kept it moving, period. You want to talk about it? Why, yes, I do. Gave advice, offered a little dick on top. It's no, okay. What do Mercedes want? That's what I'm talking about. Why y'all always trying to pull your dick out, please? Oh my gosh. Put my panties to the side. Hello? Mercedes could have got her little sex while she figures out what she wants. I'll be sitting there thinking about it. What am I going to do tomorrow? But I'm leaving here with something. I'm leaving here with something. Both Maine and Murder are tender with those they love, but are ready to protect and pull up when needed. Love it for Motorcycle Maine, and I'm here with a bare wedding finger. Thanks. The girls can dream, huh? Something about them South boys, please. ATL right now, something about them South boys. Last but not least, before we head out, final opposition, final inversion, final parallel. And let's end it right about here with a fake ass gift. Let's talk about this biracial baddie who's been acting up for episodes now. Because I should have been on his head. Look at this inversion. This is an example of breaking the 180. Starting with the bottom image, we enter the scene, face forward, empty seats, digital church, looking at past the Woodbine. And when she discovers some anonymous donor has handed her $10,000 towards her campaign, we break the camera pane starting behind her. So if the camera enters from the bottom frame and we're sitting in the pews looking at her, we can only go from here left to right, not front to back. So when you break this rule, you do it intentionally. There's an entire shift in the perspective and narrative, changing everything. That was breaking the 180 rule. So who is this anonymous donor? It's none other than the biracial baddie himself with an attitude, turn all red in the face, who's having a question of his own options, right? He has to decide between his race, is you black or white, life or death, and his malevolence or benevolence, is you good or bad? And gifts, that's something kind. Gifts, Pastor Woodbine, 10K, but for a little bad reason. Drop out the mayoral race. I got plans on this here land. I don't know why I go into my master voice when it comes to Corbin. He gives me colonizer. He gives me colonizer. Corbin, is the daddy white or the mama white? He gives me white mom, but he don't give me black dad. But he definitely don't give me black mom. Which parent is the white one again, y'all? Him and Mayor Wayne are brothers. But the biracial baddie himself uses his whiteness to cheat his way to success, change the game in his favor, and walk around doing whatever he wants, and oppresses black people in the process. While always having a glass ceiling, you will never be white. You are the mistake of this here white lineage. Negro. You are the secret of our daddy. That was rude. You are the dirt of this white family. That was such a rude thing to say, Wayne. And when he gives this donation to Pastor Woodbine, he uses the name Briar Rabbit. Who is Briar Rabbit? And the creator of P Valley Katori Hall tweeted about it today. Briar Rabbit is an oral tradition passed down by African Americans about a trickster who succeeds by his wits rather than his brawn, provoking authority figures and bending social mores as he sees fit. So was this 10K really a gift? Is it balanced? Is it good or bad? Black or white? Tomato? Does he have a black mom or a black dad? He has a black mother and is outside acting like this. Where's she at? She needs to pull up. We need to talk. Breaking perspective. Who's watching who? Because God is supposed to be in that room and we know God's not. So interesting. The mom is black. Corbin's dad was right. Mayor Kyle, his half brother. Totally lost to season 1. A lot of y'all had to remind me on my social media that Maine is from season 1 because I forgot all about him. When I seen him on that bike, I said, who is that? Didn't remember him from season 1, but I don't remember a lot from season 1. I think I remember the big fight, the big brawl in the finale. That was about it. Uncle Clifford said he teeters in between the lines due to how he presents. She called it. Uncle Clifford gave him some good advice about dealing with Patrice Woodbine. God ain't here. Period. Thank you guys for joining me for another dissection. I am Latasha. If you guys are watching this live, that means you are a patron. Patreon.com/JustLatasha. For $5, you guys can access this live show. The live is always private, goes to general access on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and turn on your notification bell so you guys know when I release this on to y'all, okay? Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. I don't know. But the lives are for the patrons, period. We are also this month dropping a brand new downloadable gift starting at the $15 tier. You guys are getting the full visual dissection downloadable of Parasite, the Oscar-winning film. I spent days on it. It's a beautiful book. I think it's about 50 pages, but readable, not daunting. I like daunting. I don't know about y'all. So I made it very readable. You guys can scroll through the entire movie and break down the color theory, the oppositions, the inversions, very much like P Valley, actually, now that I think about it. And so that's the gift for this month coming out on Wednesday. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of it. You guys are going to love it. Thank you guys for being here. Follow me on social media. I am JustLatasha on Instagram, JustLatasha404 on Twitter. Check out my screenplays on JustLatasha.com, or the log lines rather. And my own show, JustLatasha's Interactions, is coming out very soon. It's a comedy sketch series. I'm very excited. Y'all know I like to crack a joke or two, so let's crack a joke or two, okay? That growl on the end, Christy. That growl on the end, because now he got the spirit of Teak joining him on a rap song. So I physically left you a rap in your casket, but now in spirit you coming to me on my tracks. Period. Hearts up in the chat. Thank you. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.